Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back with me, Nathan. So OpenAI just finally released a new Codex desktop app, and in this video, I'm going to show you why it's useful and how to use it. So the Codex app acts as a single place to manage all your projects and delegate software development to Codex. Instead of juggling multiple terminal windows, you get one command center where you can run and supervise AI agents. Codex also includes everything you need to rapidly build software with AI. It integrates with external IDEs like Xcode and Android Studio, and it comes with a really nice div view that lets you see exactly what changed in your project with the ability to leave inline comments for feedback. Also, you can create or add agent skills in Codex with ease. With skills, you can easily extend Codex beyond code generation to tasks that require gathering and analyzing information, problem solving, writing, and more. The Codex app includes a dedicated interface to create and manage skills. You can explicitly ask Codex to use specific skills, or let it automatically use them based on the task at hand. To celebrate the launch of Codex, OpenAI also doubled the rate limits for all paid plans, and users who are in both free and Go plan can now access Codex as well. It's really awesome for sure, so let me show you how to get started with the Codex app next. Now before we jump into the exciting part, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you won't miss any new videos that can really level up your skills. Also, click on the bell to get notified whenever a new video comes out. Thanks a lot for supporting the channel, you really help me make useful videos just like this one. Okay, to start using Codex, you need to download and install the app. Just head over to openai.com/codex and you can download the app there. Currently, it's only available for Mac as the Linux and Windows versions are coming soon. Once you install the application, open it, and you will be asked to sign in to your ChatGPT account or enter an OpenAI API key. Obviously, you should use your ChatGPT account so that you can get started for free, or use your paid subscription if you are already subscribed. Once you're logged in, Codex will ask to open your project folder, so let's just do that. I will open my Next.js project here. And now we get into the main interface of Codex, which is the command center used for managing agents. You can enter the prompt to instruct Codex here, and then at the top right side, there are several buttons. First, you can open the project in external IDE, such as Anti-Gravity, Xcode, or Android Studio. I'm a bit wondering why VS Code is not listed here, as I'm used to VS Code. Anyway, next to that, we have Git Actions button, where we can commit, push, and create pull requests. And then we have this button to open the terminal in the project directory. And next to that, we have the toggle div panel. I will show you how it works, but we need to make some changes first. And to do so, let's open the project to understand what we're going to do. So here's the project open in VS Code. I have a CRM for small business project created using Next.js and Tailwind CSS. If we open the agents.md file here, we can see the information about the tech stack. It's using Next.js 16, TypeScript, Tailwind CSS, Drizzle for ORM, and SQLite for database, and a few other libraries. Let's open the project on the browser, run the development server here. And here it is. It has a dashboard with charts and several menus. Some have been developed, like this customers page, and then others are not yet finished. Today, we're going to build the deals page here, add a way for users to create and view existing deals related to the company. Okay, so back in Codex, I will ask it to build the deals page. Users should be able to create, read, update, and delete deals data, reuse as much components and style as possible, align the UX with the rest of the app. Press enter and let Codex work on the request. It will scan existing files and then figure out the appropriate changes to the codebase. Also, I forgot to mention that you can select the model to use below the chat box over here. It currently defaults to Codex 5.2 medium, but you can use the high or very high variants for long reasoning capabilities. Okay, this will take some time, so I will fast forward a bit to when the agent is finished. After a few minutes, Codex has finished the change here, so let's open the app on the browser. So here we can see the deals page have been created. We can create a new deal with this button. I will put some dummy data here. And the new deal can be seen in the table over here. Let's try to edit that, maybe add the deal owner. And now the deal is updated. We can also filter the deal with this button. And then we can also search for a specific deal with the search bar. Alright, this is quite good. So let's go back to Codex. And now I want to show you the div UI. So let's click the icon at the top right side. Here it is. This div UI allows you to inspect and review the changes performed by the agent. What's nice about this UI is that you can also click on any line to request for specific changes. That's very useful when you want to direct the agent's attention to a specific part of your codebase. Next, when all changes are adjusted, you can also commit the changes to Git with one click. You can write the commit message here and then commit and push to your repository. If you authenticate your application with GitHub CLI, Codex can also create a pull request for you with this option, so it's really convenient. Now on the left sidebar, we have this new automation tab. This is actually a new feature exclusive to Codex. Basically, the automation feature enables you to run a specific prompt at a specific schedule. Under the hood, this feature uses cron jobs to make it all possible. For example, let's select the first option here that will automatically scan recent comments. In this window, you can configure the automation, choose the project where you want to run the tasks, adjust the prompt here, and then set the schedule such as 9 AM every Monday, Wednesday, or every day as you need it. I will explore this more later, but there are many ideas already provided here. Feel free to check it out for yourself. Next, we also have Agent Skills menu, which enables you to extend Codex capabilities. Basically, Skills is a collection of instructions, references, and scripts that teach Codex to reliably connect to tools, run workflows, and complete tasks according to your needs. I have covered Agent Skills several times in my channel, so I will not go super deep here. You can try it out yourself. There are many skills already provided by the Codex team, and you can also create or add your own skill as you need it. You can also call skills using the / command. Codex include many / commands that you can use to help in building your projects. Here you can configure MCPs, run code review, turn on plan mode, and view your current rate limits. Finally, Codex also allows you to run multiple agents at once, whether in the same project or multiple different projects. For example, I will add a new project to Codex, the personal finance app that I created using Next.js as well, and then I will ask the AI to explore this project and give me an overview. And while it's running, I will open a new thread, change the active project to CRM dashboard, and then ask Codex to build the pipelines page. And that's it. Now I have 2 agents running on different projects. Let them work on those, and then simply check in and review the changes when they're done. If you like this video and would love to support the channel, you can consider donating to my channel through the Super Thanks option below. Or you can consider joining my YouTube membership where you can access this channel's emojis, get early access to new videos, plus a lot more. So yeah, that's how you can use Codex to run multiple AI agents and rapidly build your software projects. This app is a great addition to the Codex CLI as it comes with a lot of useful features like IDE integration, one-click commit, push and pull request creation, plus a clean div view where you can review changes and request edits. It also introduces a new automation feature that looks really useful. I plan to explore this automation feature further along with agent skills that extend what Codex can do. On top of that, Codex also lets you choose how you work. You can develop locally or in an isolated Git work tree so your main branch stays clean. I will go deeper into all of this in my next video, but overall, it's a great time to try Codex, especially since free users can now access this tool as well. And that brings us to the end of this video. So, what do you think about Codex? I encourage you to try it out for yourself and let me know about your experiences. I hope you all enjoyed today's video and get some value out of it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'll join the conversation and reply as often as I can. If you're new to the channel, my name is Nathan and I help you learn how to code and use AI tools. Make sure to subscribe if that's something you find useful. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell, like this video, all the good stuff as it really helps this channel to grow. With that being said, thanks so much for watching until the end and I'll see you in other videos. Bye!